Hi, welcome to the second week of the history of rock and roll. This second week is going to be much better organized than the first week was. That is one promise I will give to you. If you think you were frustrating, you should have been in my shoes. Okay, here's what happened last week. The first assignments you sent in were great. They were awesome. I was so thrilled about getting to meet you and what kinds of music you like. You have such a wide range of experience in music or non-experience in music. Some of you play many things. Some of you play the radio. And that's pretty much it. That's okay. That's great. I love to have a class that has had a wide range of experience in music. Now, some of you are experts in rock and roll. Some of you have different tastes. That's good too. Let's go ahead and continue along that line. I loved your introductions. I loved your song list enough that I went ahead and compiled a little list so I could see what variety you had. Next, we had a problem on the next assignment, and that was my fault and not yours. I was wanting you to get to the excitement that the young people felt in the 1950s when people were yelling at them and saying rock and roll is evil and rock and roll is the music of the devil. Unfortunately, I was not technically astute enough to get it so you could do the conversation with each other. So just go ahead, and if you have not done it yet, post that as though a paper, a written paper. The papers have ranged from 3/4 of a page to a page and a half. That's fine. Just tell me what you would have thought if somebody had said that to you and what you think their motives would have been. Some of the motives are a little more deeper than you may think. Now, so that will take you up. Then, if you are looking at this video, then that means that the AHA blogs are both fixed now. So you can do the first week AHA blog as soon as you read this, and you will be able to post your feelings on rock and roll. Now, that brings us to week 2. Week 2, there is nothing complicated. There is nothing exciting from the standpoint of what does he want. Instead, what we have in week 2 is this. You have your first formal paper. This is exciting in itself. You have a chance to show me how well you write. By the way, most of you write really, really well. I was very impressed with your writing. I was impressed by your spelling. So, now you're going to write a paper for me. The paper is about rockabilly. Now you can go any way you want to on a paper. If the paper is rockabilly, say anything you want, go with what you want. I want this. I want you to show me that you know some facts about rockabilly. Okay? Then I want you to go ahead and give me some opinions. So opinions and facts, that makes a great paper. Back one up with the other, or tell me why you feel this way or that way. Then on the forum, we're going to discuss an interesting subject. There is a saying that rock and roll grew because of its diversity. I'll be honest with you as I lean back here, I'm not sure I bought that concept at all. When you're watching the entertainment centers that you will watch in the various examples, I want you to look at the costumes they wore. I want you to look at the almost dress uniforms. I want you to look at the choreography. See how diverse you think it is. Now, you're going to have a lot of diversity. In fact, diversity really is what did make rock and roll grow, but I want you to see if you can find it and where it is. Then go on the AHA blog and answer what you studied this week also. So, week 2 is really simple. You do your paper, you do the forum, and you do the AHA blog. And that's a lot easier than struggling through what we had to do last week, and I apologize to you for it. It will never happen again from this end. So, lots of fun. Write me some great papers like you did the first week. I loved hearing about you. Some of you are excellent writers, and I think it's really great how diverse you are in your taste, in your musical taste. This is going to be a fun group. Thank you, and I will talk to you again next week. Oh, by the way, you can call me at 816-459-8801 if you ever have any problems. I live in Gladstone, so I'm not very far away from anybody. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next week.